might be, if you're not being paid for it, you give yourself away. You put yourself out there. And in between jobs, as it were, when you're not employed, you practice. When I was an unemployed musician in London, I would practice 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 hours a day, because when work comes in, you won't be practicing 12 hours a day. So, we have an aim. We go to someone who can teach us how to achieve this aim. 3, we get out of bed. 4, we practice at least 1 hour a day. 5, we work with better people. 6, we go to our work, and if necessary, we give ourselves away. And 7, while between engagements, we practice. Now, if I may, I will ask you to engage your visual attention. And here, at the back of the stage, on the black curtains, please visualize an equilateral cross. You have a vertical axis, a line going from top to bottom, and it's intersected by the horizontal axis going from left to right. And at the top, please see the word genius. And at the bottom, please see the word novice. On the left, please see the word professional. And on the right, please see the word master. And I will apologize for this word. Our language is gendered. The concept of the master musician is well established in many cultures. The mistress musician is not a word I've found. So if we can understand this as mastery of a subject, perhaps it also might be the mystery of a subject. But for now, please forgive me, it's the master musician. Over here, the professional, we understand. The genius, perhaps we can have some conception of. And down the bottom, we understand, well, this is the novice. These are 4 distinct qualities of functioning. So we have our 7 steps to take us to the watering hole. It began at midnight. Everyone in the industry went there. It was our debut performance. On our first performance, we were sensational. For various reasons. We were sensational. And because we won over the industry audience, in effect, we moved from a local to a national stage overnight.
And at the Revolution Club in Mayfair,
on May the 14th, 1969, 2 days before my 23rd birthday, Jimi Hendrix came to see King Crimson. And it was the first occasion I sat down on a stool while playing. Now, as we know from the rules, rock guitarists can't sit down and play guitar. We learned from Richard. You may or may not walk on stage and drink water from plastic bottles rather than nice glasses. You may or may not use words that may or may not. Nevertheless, Richard could do it, and I couldn't stand up and play guitar. So I said to the rest of the band, I can't sit down and play guitar. And another member of the band, Greg Lake, said, you can't sit down, you look like a mushroom. What I didn't say in reply was, but in many cultures, the mushroom is seen as a symbol of virility. So on May the 14th, 1969, we played the first of 3 sets at the Revolution Club in Mayfair. And after the first set, in the dressing room, a man in a white suit with his right arm in a sling came up to me, a luminous man, and he said, "Shake my left hand, man, it's closer to my heart." This was Jimi Hendrix. Paying homage to this new group. Now, what I didn't know until 1981, when by chance I bumped into the sister-in-law of King Crimson's drummer from 1969, she said to me, "Did you know, you remember the Revolution Club when Hendrix was there?" "Of course," I said, "that's my Hendrix story." She said, "Did you know I was sitting on the table next to him?" And I said, "No." She said, "Yes, he was jumping up and down saying, 'This is the best group in the world.'" And on May the 14th, 1969, we were. Now, when anyone is moving through the process of from bad to good, or good to great, via better, we need acknowledgement or recognition from an expert in the field. And in 1969, in England, there was no better form of accreditation for a young group than Jimi Hendrix saying, "This is the best band in the world."
And if you are a speaker, this is why NSA says, get your CSP. Now, in the pre-show show, I noticed a couple of pictures of a much younger brother in front of a much younger Mick Jagger.